What's up, Nauset High School?
We love Nauset! What's up, Nauset?
Hi, Nauset. Yeah.
Have a good school year, guys.
Welcome to Nauset News!
Hi, I'm Kylie Shelley.
And I'm Max Lang.
Welcome to Nauset News. To start off the last episode of this semester, we have your top story about Johnson & Wales visiting the culinary class. Your High Five Student of the Week, Gabe Coelho, is going to be reported by a special reporter, Sydney Nickerson. The Sports and Talent Search of the Week will be reported by me, myself, and I. Isabel Merl will be reporting the health tip, the importance of hydration in winter, and the college notebook. Our very own Miss McCauley will give us the staff profile with Scotty Appleton. Jordan Auer reports the student council and things to do. And finally, our special report by Matt Fisher and Artie O'Neill on Miss Burnett's history projects. Next.
Now on to your announcements. Firstly, the Eastham Recreation Department is looking for volunteers to work with some elementary school children after school for their bowling, books, and board games activity. They're going to expect roughly 12 to 15 kids from 3 to 4 in the library on the following dates: the 11th of February, the 25th of February, the 3rd of March, the 10th of March, the 17th of March, and the 24th of March. Please see Miss Crimmins or Mrs. LeBranch in the main office to sign up for volunteer hours. Next, we have the Unified Track and Field meeting. That's going to be taking place on the 10th of February, on Friday, in the cafeteria, immediately after school. And yeah, it's just a whole big inclusive event. I'm sure the vibe there is going to be great. The winter dance is also coming up for all grades, February 7th, 7 to 10 p.m. in the cafeteria. Tickets are on sale starting the 3rd of February for $8, and it's going to be sponsored by our class of 2023. And lastly, we have some therapy dog news. The Animals and Literature class at Nauset Regional High School is looking for trained, insured therapy dogs to participate in our Reading to Dogs program. Our group of students, dogs, and owners will travel to local elementary and preschools to allow young people a chance to practice their reading skills with friendly canine listeners. If you and your dog are available during the school day this spring, please contact Beth Sizer at sizerb@nausetschools.org to coordinate available dates.
Thank you for watching. I'm Kylie Shelley.
And I'm Max Lang.
Now on to your top story.
Max Lang here with Nauset News. Our top story today is going to be covering the Culinary College, Johnson & Wales, visiting Miss Anderson's culinary class at Nauset here today.
We're just going to put this on here for a minute. And here's what's going to happen. The sugar is going to boil in just a second. What temperature does water boil at?
It's like 212.
212 degrees Fahrenheit or 100 degrees centigrade, correct?
It actually depends on where you are.
It does, but we're pretty darn near sea level right here. So we're going to be very, very close to 212. If you boil it in a mile of elevation, it's going to boil like 160 degrees. It'll barely hurt you when you stick your finger in it. It'll be boiling rapidly. Right? But here we are at sea level, so this is going to be like 212 degrees. Once it reaches 212 degrees, all the water is going to boil out of this. It's going to evaporate. Sugar caramelizes when it reaches about 340 degrees. So the easiest way to know when that is going to happen is with a candy thermometer. All right? We don't have one of those. You very well may have one, but I don't need one right now. We're going to do this the old-fashioned way. I'm just going to make sure that none of the sugar crystallizes along the edge. You guys see what's going on over there?
Yeah.
I'm just going to wash that off of there with a little bit of water. It's already starting to boil. I don't know if you guys can see that. Remember when we did this earlier?
Yeah.
Remember when the bubbles changed from little bubbles to big bubbles?
Yeah.
You can tell how hot this is by the consistency of the bubbles that are forming. So what we're going to do is wait until this starts to form. Very large, very robust bubbles. They'll start to climb up on top of themselves. And we'll know that it has reached the heat of caramelization at that point. Now the heat of caramelization is important because it won't yet have turned brown. It'll be perfectly clear, which means I can put some red food coloring in it and make red lollipops, right? Do anything like that.
Oh.
Now once it gets up to about 360, 370 degrees, it starts to turn very brown, which is the caramel that you're used to. What we can use this to do is make some candied apples. So we'll grab a couple of apples. But I just want you to be able to see this so you can actually see how it works.
Yeah.
Soon they're going to crowd each other because there's not going to be any more room and the bubbles are going to get bigger and bigger. They'll actually look almost like square bubbles. That's when caramelization has happened. So we're going to keep our eye on this. It's going to happen very soon. There's not much liquid left in here and not much water left in here anymore. At this point, we have clear caramel. I'm going to wait just for a few seconds longer because it's going to turn brown. And I want it to be a little bit brown. If you guys look, it is beginning. You can actually see it start to turn a little bit brown, right? The more you let it brown, the kind of more burnt and nutty it tastes. The lighter it is your caramel, the sweeter it is. So we want a light, sweet caramel to make a nice candied apple. And we are gonna just swirl this around for a second, see where we're at. Can you guys smell the burnt sugar?
No.
A little bit of it along the edge has burned up here, and I can smell it. No, because if that splashes on you, like it hits your face, you're gonna have a scar on your face from that.
Really just ask them?
So, this is something you do need to be very careful with. All right, we have a very light amber color that has happened.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna let it go just a little bit farther. The trick with this is it will continue to brown after you turn it off. So you want to stop before it gets as brown as you want it. You guys want to try those?
Guys, we only have a few more minutes, so grab your apple.
Just be careful. It will harden into a candy shell.
That was excellent, and I'm sure that the kids who are in Miss Anderson's culinary class are very grateful for the college students at Johnson and Wales to be taking their time to visit them. I know that I'm going to be going home and tossing a cordon bleu in the old Dutch oven for my lovely girlfriend. This has been Nauset News. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Jordan Howard here with this week's Things to Do. The Oscars is live on Sunday, February 9th on ABC at 8 p.m. Some of the most notable movie nominations this year include Best Picture, Ford vs. Ferrari, The Irishman, Jojo Rabbit, The Joker, Little Woman, Marriage Story, 1917, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Parasite. Also nominated for Best Animated Feature Film is How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World, I Lost My Body, Klaus, Missing Link, and Toy Story 4. Moving on from movies, today I'll be talking about what to do on Cape Cod for Valentine's Day. The Chatham Inn at 359 offers a Valentine's Day weekend special with special dinner menus, spa specials, and activities. The Chatham Candy Manor and Chocolate Sparrow in Orleans are the perfect place to buy locally made chocolate and sweets for your partner. Also, Fancy Flowers and Bloom Florist, also located in Orleans, are the place to shop for flowers, especially red roses. Valentine's Day is a popular night to go out and to many restaurants, so be sure to make a reservation in advance. Finally, for you adults out there, if you really want to impress your Valentine, try and make a weekend staycation at a romantic bed and breakfast or a charming inn with a fireplace. In Sandwich, there's the Daniel Webster Inn and Spa or the Felbury Inn and Bistro. Chatham Bars Inn is also another great option for a night away. This has been your Things to Do by Jordan Hour. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Nauset News, and I'll see you next time.
Hello, I'm Isabel Merl here with this week's health tip. This week I'll be discussing the importance of staying hydrated during the winter months. No matter the season, your body needs water to properly function. This is especially important to remember during the winter months, as we tend to become just as hydrated as we would during the summer without feeling it as much as we would in the sweltering heat. A nice glass of cold water is extremely satisfying on a hot summer day, not so much on a freezing winter afternoon. But staying hydrated during the winter months is extremely important in order to maintain a healthy lifestyle. The winter also brings very dry air, which leads to dehydration. This will cause fatigue and major susceptibility to sickness. This is why sicknesses and weakened immune systems are often very prominent during the winter months. Drinking water will help boost your immune system and prevent illness during the cold and flu season. If my prior argument wasn't convincing enough, here's another. For those of you looking to slim down after the excessive cookie eating after the holiday season, drink water. When hydrated, your body will be way more efficient in breaking down fats. Staying hydrated will also prevent the retention of fluids within your body. Holding on to fluids will cause weight gain, so staying properly hydrated will prevent that from happening. Staying properly hydrated is extremely important to keep up your healthy lifestyle, and failing to remain hydrated could be very hazardous for your health. I'm Isabel Merl, thanks and have a great weekend.
Hi, I'm Mrs. McCulley, and today on Nauset News, I'm going to be interviewing the beloved Scotty Appleton, one of the most wonderful custodians at Nauset Regional High School. So, for Staff Profile of the Week, we're going to ask you, where are you from, Scotty?
Brewster, Mass.
How long have you lived there?
30 years.
Wow, that's a long time. So
It is
you
a long
love
time.
Brewster.
Yes, I love Brewster.
And that's an easy commute
Yes, it
to
is.
Nauset High School.
Yeah, it's only like 15 minutes.
Okay.
So,
And you also on Staff Profile, we asked about your family. Can you tell us about your family?
yes, I have a beautiful wife, 28 years, and just been my residence for a while, and we have an extended family. Yes, some sons and daughters, and some grandchildren, and they're all over the Cape. So.
Now, I happen to know, Scotty, that you love New England sports.
Yes, I do.
But besides watching professional sports on TV, what else do you like to do in your spare time?
I follow meteorology.
I didn't know that he was a letterman.
Yeah, yes. I follow meteorology all the time, and actually growing up, that's actually what I wanted to be in my profession.
Oh, well,
And I ended up being a janitor.
Final question. What is a fun fact that most people wouldn't know about you? What could you tell us? What's a fun
I
fact?
do a lot of puns.
Oh, so he's punny. I said, so you're
do a lot
punny.
of puns, yes. That's my fun fact.
But I already knew that about you, and I think a lot of other people know that about you too.
Yes, some don't.
Well, thank you for the fun fact. All right.
You're
Well,
welcome.
thank you, Scotty. This has been your Staff Profile of the Week.
Hi, welcome to sports. I'm Kylie Shelley. The girls hockey team beat the ORR co-op team Thursday, January 23rd at Charles Moore Arena. They won 3-0. Margaret Dixon scored 2 goals and Julia Weiner scored 1. Connor Boucher held the shutout net. Unfortunately, the team lost against Barnstable in a tough defeat 1-0 on Saturday the 25th. Despite the loss, goalie Connor Boucher had 19 total stops, while teammates Margaret Dixon, Anna Bartolome, and Emily Underhill held strong games. The indoor track team participated in the Coaches Invitational in Boston, January 25th. Three school records were broken. The 4x400 relay with Rebecca Prenga, Abby Constrom, Isabel Nobili, and Monique Malcolm. The 55-meter hurdles with Kristen Constantine, Izzy Nobili with the 1,000 meter. In addition, Monique Malcolm won the 55-meter dash, while Richard Ramsey had a great long jump reaching 19.8, placing 9th overall for the boys. The girls basketball team beat Barnstable 60-39 on January 25th home. Sunny Green led the Warriors in points, and the girls also qualified for the South Sectionals with this victory. The swim team beat Sacred Heart on Saturday evening, January 24th in Sandwich. Delaney Smith won the diving, while other winners included Annabelle Bowden, Tim Johnson, Abby Riccardi, Caitlin Bohannon, Alyssa Silva, Liz Norton, Tristan Miller, John Zooks, Dora Collison, and Talk Decker. Thank you. I'm Kelly Shelley, and this has been Sports.
Hello, I'm Isabel Merl here with this week's College Notebook. Today we'll be taking a look at 2 affordable in-state colleges, Mass Maritime Academy and Fitchburg State University. Mass Maritime in Buzzards Bay is one of the highest top value, least expensive colleges in Massachusetts. With an in-state tuition of $9,728, the school ranks at one of the most affordable colleges in Massachusetts. With an acceptance rate of 80%, MMA has averaged a high selectivity. Known for its maritime-related fields, MMA is a great option for students interested in emergency management, marine engineering, marine safety, and environmental protection. MMA students often gain their bachelor's degrees while traveling to foreign countries in the cooperative education programs. Athletics, as well as a variety of activities, are offered to students. If you're planning on visiting the school, make sure to check out these spots. The National Marine Life Center is a marine animal hospital and education center. For those interested in a marine-related field, this would be a great place to go. In addition to this, there are many great beaches around the Buzzards Bay area, and you can spend part of your day there while in town. Next, Fitchburg State University is another one of the most affordable colleges in Massachusetts, with an in-state tuition of $10,354. With an acceptance rate of 75%, FSU has an average selectivity. Popular majors at Fitchburg include business, nursing, video production, criminal justice, biology, and psychology. With an average class size of 20 students, FSU maintains a small and personalized class. With over 60 student organizations, there are many opportunities for Fitchburg students to become immersed in campus life. Fitchburg students typically enjoy skiing in the winter months, with Wachusett Mountain only 20 minutes away from the campus. Easily traveling to Boston by train and attending different sports events and many museums around campus. If you're planning on visiting Fitchburg, make sure to check out the popular Fitchburg Art Museum as well as the Great Wolf Lodge. These are two great schools for those looking for a good undergraduate education without loads of student debt. I'm Isabel Merl, thanks and have a great weekend.
Hi, I'm Sydney Nickerson with your High Five Student of the Week, Gabe Quaylo. Gabe is a member of the varsity wrestling team and lacrosse team. He has been nominated as this week's High Five student by Miss McCulley for his consistent willingness to host Nauset Fit TV for the Outdoor Adventures class. Gabe, how is wrestling going this year?
It's going up pretty well. I have like an 18-10 record, which is second best on the team, so I can't complain.
What has been your best match of the season?
I don't know. I think I had a good match against Rockland home. A lot of people showed up, and I won in like 30 seconds. It's pretty good.
What are your goals heading into the postseason?
Oh, just study, stay fit for next season,
Tell the viewers about this year's new Nauset Fit TV series and how you were the host.
So this year, Nauset Fit TV, we did a little experimental thing where we videotaped all of our episodes, and we went around and we had a good time, and I was fortunate enough to be the host, and we all had a good time when doing it.
What do you like about the Outdoor Adventures class?
Love just going outside and having a good time with all my friends. It's a great thing. It's good getting out of school for a little bit and just doing a little bit of exercise in a boring day.
All right, and now we're gonna switch gears. What is your best academic subject?
My favorite academic subject is history. History buff, love history, war history, all history. It's just great.
What is your favorite class and why?
It's history. History is my favorite class because I have a good time in that class. I like learning about history. It's really, really interesting.
All right, here's your high five. Thanks for watching. This has been the High Five Student of the Week with Gabe Quaylo. I'm Sydney Nickerson. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Jordan Hauer here with this week's Student Council update. Due to this week being mid-year exams, the Council did not have a full or executive board meeting. However, they are still working on some upcoming events. As of right now, they are planning on hosting a Faculty Friday on February 7th in the cafeteria. Also, they have submitted the Book of Excellence to the Massachusetts Association of Student Councils, which is a record of all the events and service projects they completed this year. Many council members have signed up to attend the annual statewide leadership conference in Hyannis. Due to the high cost, the council hopes to be doing some fundraisers over the next few months as they go in March. That is all for this week's Student Council update. I'm Jordan Hauer, and I hope you have a great weekend.
Hello everyone, I'm Artie with this week's special report. Over the past month, children in Miss Burnett's AP US History class have had the opportunity to build a project based on a development or invention during the Gilded Age of America. Today, we'll have an interview with one of the students and go take a look at their projects. Here we are with
Matt Fisher,
one of the AP US History students. So Matt, what was your project on?
I did my project on the start of the MLB. Now the MLB is the Major League Baseball, and it started in the 1800s. And our project was based on the Gilded Age. It was a time in the country where many new businesses and new ideas were being created. And so one of the ideas was the MLB, and that's what I did my topic on.
Oh, it sounds really cool. What were some other options kids could choose from?
Like the Brooklyn Bridge was a big option. The telephone, the light bulb. There are many options to choose from.
Was this a unit you guys had been studying in class?
Yeah, this was instead of doing the unit test, we did a project at the end of the term because we have midterms next week. So it was a nice way to do the end of the term.
Yeah, that sounds fun. What went into making this project?
Yeah, so you're actually my partner, and so we did a bunch of research, and you typed it all up. And then I made a 3D model of a baseball field, and we put it on a poster, and it looked really good.
Yeah, so me doing the project myself with Matt, there was a question where it was to state if our invention was gilded, per se. So, Matt, do you think the MLB is gilded?
Yes, I do believe the MLB is gilded.
Nice, thank you. Well, this project seemed amazing for students to partake in. I personally had a blast researching all about the MLB and its formation, especially the Cincinnati Red Stockings, the first ever MLB team. So, that's all for this week's special report. Thank you. I'm Artie O'Neill.
Hi, I'm Kylie Shelley here with your Talent Search of the Week. Today we will be talking to Nadia Peterson about a project she will be making in the Art 1 class. So Nadia, what is this project you're working on?
So I'm making a Chinese-style dragon with paper fans made from my discarded book, which is called Heart of the Dragon by Alistair Clare.
What made you choose this project?
I was at Martha's Vineyard with my family for Christmas, and I saw a paper book fan in a small bookstore on the vineyard, and I thought that'd be such a cool idea. So I knew that I had to do something involving them.
What is it made of?
So this is actually plaster, like the stuff they use for casts at the hospital. But I first made a base with pipe cleaners and then coated it with that, and then finally the fans on top.
Right. Is there anything else you could tell us about it?
Well, originally I wasn't going to do a Chinese-style dragon. I was going to do a Western-style dragon with huge wings and mighty claws. But afterwards I was like, why am I doing that? This would fit so much more with the book. So I'm hoping it turns out well.
What are you hoping it'll look like in the end?
I hope it'll look like one of those Chinese parade-style dragons.
The really long ones?
Yeah, that they float down the street. But we'll see. We'll see if it ever gets there.
So is there more of a story, or is it just part of, just you saw something in a store that you just kind of...
I guess you could call it Christmas magic. It just totally inspired me, and I knew I had to be doing this. So
that's really nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kylie Shelley. Thanks for tuning in to your Talent Search of the Week.
What's up, Nauset High School? We love Nauset! What's up, Nauset?
Hi, Nauset. Yeah.
Have a good school year, guys.
Welcome to Nauset News!